Motorcycle maintenance could be a big burden, isn't it? In this video, I'm gonna tell you 5 tips that will help you to keep these costs as low as possible. Also, to support my words, I'm gonna share with you how much exactly I paid for my Tenere 700 for the last 3 years, or around 70,000 kilometers. So if you have nothing to do, grab your favorite drink and stay with me. Welcome back. Many people will say that owning a motorcycle is an expensive hobby, and if you plan to travel with it, it will be even worse. Could be, but I will say that it all depends on the model and the way it is used. In the following few minutes, as I promised in the beginning, I'm gonna give you 5 very useful tips that will help you to reduce this cost significantly. So bear with me, because the time that you're going to spend here now on my channel on this video will save you a lot of money in the future. Number 1, and maybe the most important advice that I can give you, is to buy a simple and affordable motorcycle. If you have a model that is simple and affordable with easy to do by yourself maintenance, you will save a lot of money. As I said so many times, the simpler the motorcycle is, the less money you're going to spend on it. First, you'll spend less money to buy it. Second, the necessary accessories that you need for the model will be more affordable, and of course the maintenance won't break your budget. It is so logical and it should be understood immediately, but many will say that you buy a motorcycle with the heart, not with your brain. Well, in my opinion, it depends on what the motorcycle will be used for. Well, for weekend fun, I will agree. But for motorcycle traveling, especially outside of Europe, I will strongly advise to use your brain, otherwise you might be very disappointed. Let me give you one example. Last year, I made a review on Aprilia Touareg and I compared with my Tenere. On paper, everything was looking much better than Tenere: more power, a bigger petrol tank, all electronic systems and lower center of gravity, but I had the chance to switch between bikes and see all the pros and cons of both models. I really wanted to like that Aprilia and say some good words about it, but I couldn't. Maybe I didn't see the potential of that motorcycle, or I just cannot bet on Italian electronics for long trips, but for me everything smelled of many future troubles. Many said that they felt my bias because I'm a Tenere owner and so on, and the review was not fair at all. Touareg was named the Tenere killer and many more like this, but hey, where is the Touareg today, after all of this hype settles? Nowadays you can find many disappointed owners of these Italian stallions, and even see some people selling this model and replace it with Tenere, like this guy here. Number 2, use it what it's made for. If you try to race with a standard travel motorcycle, you will wear it much faster because it is just not designed for that purpose. Riding on the highway with 160 km per hour with 250cc motorcycle will shorten its life and will raise the costs of maintenance significantly. Trying to imitate Paul Tares with your Tenere 700 will lead to bad disappointments and many hours spent in the local motorcycle garage. Traveling around the world with some very rare or exotic models might be a great fun. I highly doubt, but might be a fun for some people. But I can tell you that it is guaranteed that you will have very high cost maintenance. Number 3, don't touch the electric system of your motorcycle. It is designed to last thousands of kilometers without any problems. As soon as you start playing with it, you will compromise its reliability. Even simple things like adding an auxiliary light or 12-volt socket might compromise your electric system and lead to future problems. Changing the standard battery with lithium might sound very good on paper because it will save you a lot of weight, but you will never have the same longevity. It will die when you need it the most. Number 4, don't change the stock gearing. It is true that if you have a bigger front sprocket, you will lower the RPMs and you will be able to ride on the highways faster with a higher speed, but you will put a lot of stress on the clutch plates, especially if you ride many kilometers in the city or on some technical terrains, especially off-road, when you need a lot of start-stop, slippering with the clutch, first, second gear, so all of this might be a problem in the future. I understand all of this, Pavlin, but I don't ride in the city and I have no plans to go off-road with my Tenere 700. But this big front sprocket now gave me the chance to ride with 170 kilometers on the highways. Fair enough, but as I told you at the beginning of the video, use the bike for what it's made for. If your gearing does not allow you to ride with 170 kilometers per hour on the highways, just don't do it. And the last, number 5, never overload your motorcycle. Because the heavier you are, the more petrol the motorcycle is going to use, also the tires will wear much faster. The engine will work on this hard mode, and this will require more frequent oil and spark plug changes. It will be the same with the chain, sprockets, wheels or steering column bearings, and all of this will raise the overall maintenance costs. Let me now share with you how much exactly I paid for my Tenere maintenance for the last 3 years or 70,000 kilometers. I have 10 oil changes that cost me around 500 euros, 3 chains and sprocket sets 360 euros, 2 sets of spark plugs 40 euros, changed the fork oil twice 50 euros, lubricated the linkage and the bearing twice 20 euros. I have K&N filter, so it cost me nothing to wash it. That's about it, altogether 970 euros. I haven't checked the valves yet, but regarding to my mechanic, I don't need to do it in the next 10 or 15,000 kilometers. After that, we'll see, but I doubt that they will cost me that much. Of course, keep in mind that I live in Bulgaria and these prices might vary everywhere around the world. The price of the parts and oils and stuff like that will be about the same, but the price of labor could double this price. But anyway, this was just an example to see how much money you can save by just follow these rules. I hope that this information will be useful to at least one person. Press like or dislike, whatever the video deserves. If you subscribe, even better. If you want to watch my travel videos, you can do it on my second channel, Motorcycle Adventures Live. Over there, I upload once per week now videos from Magadan. On my third channel, Motorcycle Adventures Live Streams, as you know from the name, I do live streams once per week and upload it on Saturday for everyone to watch it, because I do it for channel members and Patreons, but on Saturday they are free for everyone to watch it. All the details will be in the description down below. See you next time. Ciao.